This is Minneapolis. The sun has just left, so we ain't got much time, but we can make it happen. These are little glass spheroids. Little glass spheroids. I'm finding everywhere. They're all on the ground here. Here's another one. These little black things here. Little glass spheroids everywhere. Little shiny glass spheroids. And they're everywhere. Shiny little glass spheroids. Okay, and they're glass. They sound like marbles. See? They're glass. You see they're glass. Big chunks of melted glass. You see that they were hot and viscous. You see the viscous holes. Okay. Has heat damage. These were melted. They're glass spheroids. Aren't they pretty? No, they're not. They're ugly. But this stuff here is pretty though. Look at this porcelain. It's gotta be the highest quality of porcelain you can get. The densest, hardest, heaviest. This is heavy. Listen to this ring. Listen to this. Are you kidding me? It doesn't break either. It's hard to break it. It's that hard. It's that high quality. Glass spheroid. Little glass spheroid here. And this metal does not rust. This rebar has no ribs. It does not rust either. It does not rust anywhere. No rust. How does that happen? Let's move on. The wall. Yes. Now, pay attention to this. This material, this was not built with this crumbling material, crumbling to dust. This was not built with this material crumbling to dust. This was likely brick and mortar rendered with concrete, or a cement rendering, which you can see it was. Brick, any masonry material can blow out into this, pebble creete. This is pebble creete. You don't build with this stuff. It's been damaged. It's blown out. High heat will cause the minerals to expand like this. Okay, and it's crumbling to dust. This is pebble creete as well. I think Leanne, the great meltologist out of Ontario, Canada, coined the term, and it refers to melt, basically, but which can be confused as concrete. But this is not concrete. This is melt flow coming off this wall. Look at this, melt flow coming off the wall, melt flow coming off of the wall. Look at underneath here. This is pebble creete as well. That's pebble creete. This is pebble creete. This is pebble creete. This is pebble creete. There's different kinds here, see? There's this kind here. There's this kind here, looking like concrete almost. This kind looking like asphalty. This stuff in here is creete. These were pieces of wall coming down off the bricks. Then they were bricks, see? The limestone is brick. I've proven that time and time again, and I'll keep doing it. Here's more of this pebble creete, and it's flowing off the wall and flowing down this way. And this is where the water was under here, because the water over here in the canal, which, if you buy that, they built all of this, stopped this flow, built all of this in the 1800s, you give me a break. Check your thinking again. That's ridiculous. Look at this. This shit was already here. They didn't do that with horse and wagons. No way. So let's get to business here. This here is pebble creete, and it's flowing off the wall, and it's hitting the water here. That's why these chunks are getting stuck in here, because they're hitting the water and solidifying. It's solidifying as it hits the water down here. Look, as it hits the water down here. Let's take a look here. Look at the material behind. The bricks behind. They're still kind of in brick shape, but they are just toasted. Here's two of them. Here's the mortar pillowed out and mineralized and bleeding through the wall and coming down here. Bleeding off and coming down here, hitting the water and solidifying. There's the wall underneath, right here, see? There's the wall. Here's the layer of pebble creete, melt. What else is that doing here, you know? Look at the melt at the bottom of the wall, coming down the wall, cascading down, hitting the water, and solidifying. And watch what happens down here. So, oh wait, we passed something very important here. Take notice of this. That is metal. That's a stamped brick. This is metal. Metal also can blow out like the bricks. Bricks can blow out into pebble creete like this, and so can metal blow out into pebble creete, because this is iron. there's a chunk right there falling off. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the actual iron blowing out into Pebble Creete. That's the actual iron. I'm gonna put that back. It's not like something on top of the iron. It's the actual iron. So that's an iron piece there, and it's blown out into Pebble Creete. So any type of metallic material, bricks are metallic. They're like a chalky metal. Okay, aluminum and gold are soft metal, are more like a soft metal, you know. And you know, stainless steel, a hard metal. Bricks and masonry are like chalky metal, and any type of metal, it seems, can blow out into that pebbly creete. Into this pebbly creete. It doesn't matter. Metal-like stuff. And this here's a big chunk of melt. Look at this big melted chunk of glass spheroid here. Metal. Actually, that's metal. Melted metal. Big chunks of it laying here. Big pipe sticking out. Big iron pipe sticking out. No rust on it whatsoever. Just a little bit of surface stuff. Just starting now. Big pipe sticking out of the ground. I can't pull that out. It's in the. Oh, I can't. Oh no, it's in the ground. It's in there. It's going into under the wall. Next. Yeah, look at this. Just a mess. Melting out. And then let's get down here where it gets even better. See all this pebbly creete down here? That's pebble, not concrete. It's too inconsistent. It's not consistent creete, concrete. It's pebble creete. It's pebbly creete. Thank you, Leanne, for coining that term. It works perfect. That's a perfect way to describe this stuff, this pebbly stuff. It's pebbly creete. So look at here. Here's the melt flow coming off the wall. Coming off the wall. Hitting the water, solidifying. There was something here, a structure here, and under here. See how it's flat right here? The melt, here's a curtain, a melt curtain, a rock curtain coming over. So there was another section of wall here, or something was here, and right to here, see? That saved this section of rendering. That's the original rendering covering over the bricks, which are now limestone for the most part. You see here, turning into it. Here's some transitions here. Here's your transitions here. Mid-transition, brick into limestone, bricks into limestone. And pebbly creete mixed all in, causing it to happen pretty much. Because the lime in the mortar and this big mix of pebble creete coming down is what causes it to, you know, merge together into one solid new material, being the gray limestone or the limestone. It can be any color. Usually it's gray or yellow. And look at the bricks here, transitioning over. What are they doing here? They're turning into limestone. Look at this one here. The mortar lines up here. The mortar lines up here still. There's the mortar, still lining up. See how it's flat underneath here, the mortar? But then look at this brick here. It's limestone. Look at this one here, it's blown out. Above it. These ones here, in between the melt here. Look at that. Okay? This is good evidence here. Look at this here. There's your transition point. Yeah, the heat came up from the bottom for the most part. And it did a little zippy zap way over here, and yeah, it was creeping down this entire wall. Look over here. How about this for pebble creete? I'm standing on top of big iron chunks with big fancy bits, fancy edges everywhere. Fancy iron. And then look at this. Look at the gouge first of all. Look at the bricks transitioning over into what? Pebble creete. Just look at the wall here. So you got this wall here about brick thick. And then look over here. You follow that. Brick thick right here, but now it's not brick anymore, it's pebble creete. But it's the same wall if you follow that right to here. See, here. Follow this all the way right back. So here's the same wall, but it's turned into this over here. Here's the rendering over it. But look inside, it's not bricks anymore. Like over here. This is pebble creete. This is pebble creete. This is pebble creete as well. So is this. So is this. You don't build with this stuff. Look at the rendering that survived here. Look how consistent it is. These little minerals here, when under the right conditions, will blow out and expand into these. Into what we call stones and cobbles and such. Comes from the masonry. And this right here is how you get the full transition, because you have this big sloppy mixture. See how it's merged in and coming over the limestone. If this would have stayed red hot, it would have all turned into that gray limestone. But it was really making a mess here, see? It was just leaching over the whole wall, this melt flow coming down. And we'll end it over here. Look at all the big chunks of pebble creete that fell down here. Glooping down. All sorts of iron and metal in there too. And we'll end it right here. Look at this. Look what happens here. Uh-oh. That wasn't supposed to be like that, was it? No, it wasn't supposed to be like, look at that gouge in the wall. You don't build with bricks like this perfectly, and then with this in the middle, what's that? How'd that get there? That has to be answered, because we were building with perfect bricks. What happened right here? It was going good. It went good, but down here too. What happened right here? If you don't see the melt yet, come on. This is hot heat melt damage. I love you all. Here's some more rendering surviving, bits of it here. Original rendering. Original rendering. Pebble creete. Pebble creete. And the pebble creete was brick. This can turn into this. Okay? And so can concrete, just regular concrete, cement, this stuff here, metal you saw, any type of metallic material seems to be able to, if it's not, 100% pure, seems to be able to transition, make a transition into a different material. But here's more of the bricks. Here they are transitioning into limestone. Here they are in there. There's a couple of bricks in there. And they follow right to here. We're still square on top here, but look at this. In the middle of that, right in the middle of those bricks. Dead center of them. Okay? This is Meltology, baby. The bricks go from good bricks, like pretty good. There's no good bricks here, but they go from good bricks, and then they turn into like this concrete looking stuff, like very cement, concrete looking, and then they turn into this stuff next. That's how it goes. That's mortar snot. Pebble creete flow. Creete flow. I've never seen it like this before. And where the water, and look at this. I'll show you the coolest part here. Look at this. Oh, I saw a mouse just run away. Look at this. Oops. Excuse me, guys. Look at that. Holy smokes. Look under here. That's where the water was, because the water in the past came all the way from in there all the way into here, along this wall here, from over there, the water. It came all the way in here. Not anymore though. I'm wondering if that's because all the sand here may be melt flow. It may be melt, or it may have been brought in here to redirect it a bit. But either way, this is melt flow. This is melt. Certainly is. This is Minneapolis, and have a glorious, lovely morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever, and I'll be back with much more.